Not 7 in the morning when I normally do all my talks. So this is kind of great that I'm like alive and ready to go. So my hands are sweating and I have to look this way and this way. It's great. Just giving you guys a hard time. You guys, I'm excited to be the first person to talk. I want you guys to be excited about this event. If you don't have your notebooks out, I'd get them out now. You guys are going to be taking lots of notes through the whole entire event, and I want to make sure you guys don't lose something that could potentially change your whole entire outcome of what this NET meeting is about. I know that most of you guys are going, oh my gosh, he's talking about the family program again. Yes, I am. And the reason why is because the family program is something that is not only dear to my heart, but it's something that I literally sell thousands upon thousands of dollars every year on. And I think it's important to take you guys from a 1.0 from the last time to a 2.0, but this time teach you guys different angles and different ways to utilize the program to actually get that customer to realize that the family program is just not a brochure that we go, oh, by the way, we have this cool thing. Would you like to buy on it? Yeah, cool, right? That's not what it's about. This is a tool that's designed for you to develop a sense of a layership or something that goes in your business that has a long-term effect. So we're going to talk about that. If you utilize this program correctly, you can build another layer to your business that is very profitable. As you guys know, in Cutco, they always talk about if you want to be successful in Cutco, you have to build multiple layers within your business. And this is true, but if you don't build the layers properly, that's not really a layer. That's just something that you're doing just to be cool and do, right? And I know some of you in this room know that when you bring up the family program, you have no clue what you're talking about. You're just like, hey, here's a program. You want to check it out? Cool. This is what we can do. Okay, so there's 4 things that I've identified are major keys that make this program very effective. First one is relationships. Second is how you present it to everyone. Third thing is using it as a tool for a discount. You guys see this? A discount. Okay, you use it as a tool for a discount. And then the last thing is believing the process. One of the things I pride myself on a lot in this business is that I can identify customers really quickly that's in front of me. And I think that that's something that you guys should start doing or pay attention to. A lot of times what we do is we try to figure out like what script we're going to say or how we're going to talk to someone or what's next. And the thing is that that's not what it's about. It's about who's standing in front of you, what they're presenting you, and where you can take that customer. If you want this program to work really well for you, you really got to identify who the person is that's in front of you at the booth or at a service call, et cetera, et cetera. So what I wrote down here is have this in the back of your mind. Do they have Cutco? Do they know someone that owns Cutco? Or are they completely clueless on who Cutco is? Because if you can identify those 3 people right away, you know exactly how to take this program and how to introduce this program to these people differently, right? If they already have Cutco, it's really easy. They're already sold on the product. It's easy for you to dive right in and say, hey, here's a program. We need to talk about this. If it's someone that knows someone that owns it, it's a little bit easier for you to bring up the program in a way where they're not scared to listen to what you have to say. If it's someone that has no clue about Cutco, why are you bringing that up as the first thing to show them or an idea to give them in their head that they're like, I just want a set of knives. I have horrible knives at home. So you got to realize that when you're working with a customer. I love how when I work with some people, they always tell me, oh my gosh, today I'm going to sell like 8 family program orders. And I'm like, how do you know how many you're going to sell? Like, you don't even know who's going to be there. You don't know who you're going to be talking to. Like, let's get real here. So if you're one of those people that says, oh, today is the day that I'm going to sell a lot of family program, well, you might want to back that truck up and ask yourself, how are you going to do that? Not just say it out loud, okay? And that's why I want to talk about the misconception of what the program is. You know, the misconception is that everybody just buys on the family program. This is just a cool thing. You can buy multiple sets. This is something that we do. That's not correct. Like, this program is designed for our customers to really dive in with Cutco and get exactly what they need out of it. So there's keys to sales, and one of the first things that I have written down here is you have to assume, then suggest. And in order for this program to work, we have to find a problem, and then we have to solve it. So we always assume that the customer has what? A second home, an RV, lots of kids, lots of family members. They're just a social highlight, right? Like someone that goes to parties all the time. Now, if they're just a lonely person and they keep to themselves and the hermit and they don't care about anyone, this program's probably not for them, okay? Unless you want to make them a social person that they never will be. So I have right here is that when you assume you have that relationship with them at the very beginning when you're talking, so do you guys live here locally? Are you guys traveling? Do you guys have a second home? You get what I'm saying? So what you're doing is you're building that relationship with them while you're having a conversation with them. If they already own Cutco, you can dive right into it. Do you have children? Do you have a second home? Et cetera, et cetera. These are questions you need to be asking. But if they don't know what Cutco is, it's probably not the time nor the place to be sitting there while you're trying to show them a homemaker set. Oh, by the way, do you have a second home? Do you have children? People don't have that kind of relationship right away. But you can break those barriers down by presenting it while you are talking and doing your demonstration, right? The thing that's great about Cutco is that a lot of people, when they buy it, they like to give it as a gift as well. I know you're brand new to Cutco, but there's great ways where in the future you can give Cutco as a gift to those people that you love as well, right? When you're saying that during the demo, people are like, oh, okay, cool. So people give out Cutco as gifts. It's not just for themselves. We have to paint that picture right away with this program, is that this program is designed for you to give Cutco to people. It's not about you buying just for yourself. Now, we do have customers that are greedy and they're Cutco-holics and it's all about them and they don't care about anyone else. We've got to change the attitude and the mentality of these people, right? If they love Cutco so much, why aren't you giving Cutco as a gift? You guys all know those people that stand at our booth and go, oh, I could just sell this stuff for you. Great. Well, why aren't you giving it to your friends and family? Why aren't you bringing them to me? Why are you standing in front of here trying to sell me on why you love Cutco? Right? So let's talk about this. I have a program that's perfect for you that want to sell for me, right? Reverse the roles on people. That's what relationships are all about. You know, take what you can, but give, right? So before you start suggesting on what they should buy, ask those questions, find out what they are, but then you need to know how to present it properly to the customer. So this goes into the second thing, present to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're at the booth or a service call, you have to plant the seeds right away. If you don't plant those seeds, they can't grow when you're sitting there in that 10, 15 minutes that you're with a customer. This is at the booth. If you're at a service call, you have hours to spend with that customer, okay? My team knows if I'm at a house for more than an hour, they're spending over $2,000. If I'm there 2 hours, they're buying a buttload, okay? Excuse me for the buttload. I have a child, so I don't cuss anymore, you know. The great thing that we have are brochures, okay? We have a brochure. It's really easy. You can give it to someone, you can explain it, they buy it. Most of you guys know this, that if we show them the brochure, they get interested in it, right? But what we have to do is we have to present it properly when we hand them a brochure rather than just saying, hey, here's a program. Check it out. And then what happens? They open up there and they're like, oh, those are just sets. I don't need a set, right? That's not what it's about. So we're going to go over how to present it to everyone. Do not forget to tell everyone about this program. It does not matter if they're a new customer or not. You have to tell everybody about the program. The reason why I say this is because some of us get so caught up in selling them that new set or that upgrade that we forget once they agree to order the order, right? Have you guys ever noticed you guys take an order and then you're all like, it went quick, right? You're like, oh, sweet, they're going to buy it. Like, I don't even have to close them. I don't have to say, do you really want to get that today, right? They just say, yeah, I'll take it. What do? We take the credit card and we're like, yeah, and we write it up and then off they go, right? So I have right here, fill out the order form, take their credit card, and then begin the family program. As you guys know, Deanna said a couple years ago up on this stage, get that credit card, game on, okay? And this is something that's very important for everyone in this room. It is game on, because if you get that credit card, they don't have it in their wallet anymore. Guess who has it? I do, so I'm in control of their money, right? Not their wife, not their husband, me, right? So I put on here, Sales 101, ABC, always be closing, right? If you don't know that, why are you in this room? No, I'm joking. Okay, so I have this verbiage for you guys how to introduce this program. We have this new program that all of our customers are talking about, and I want to let you in on it. We have a new program that all of our customers are talking about, and I want to let you know or let you in on it. This program was designed for our customers. So this program was designed for our customers to get the most out of Cutco by getting our products at a discounted rate. Now, I know some of you guys in here are like, well, I only sell at full retail. I don't do discounts. That's fine. You don't have to say discount. But I will tell you, if they're buying multiple sets, it would behoove you not to give them at least $10, $20, $50 off of a set. I mean, come on. Like, people are not stupid. They're going to go online and they're going to check it out. So give them a deal, right? So this is designed for our customers, right, to get our products at a discounted rate. It's designed so you can purchase Cutco for your children, family members, special events, second homes, RVs, or whatever. I call this program an excuse to buy Cutco program. It's very important that you guys use that last line. I call this program an excuse to buy Cutco program. Because a lot of your customers have to have an excuse why they're buying Cutco, right? Most of you guys know that. They go, well, I don't know if my husband's going to let me. No, you need to tell your husband you're using this improperly, and that's why the knife doesn't work, so you have to buy the knife. Okay, fine, my excuse is that I'm using them wrong. Let me buy it, right? We all say that to our customers. If you don't, start working on it. No. But the thing is that we cause a problem and we fix it, right? It's the same thing that's happening here. You have to give them an excuse why they need to buy Cutco. Then, as you guys know, always be closing, you need to say this at the end. Is there anyone or someone you have thought about giving Cutco to? Is there anyone or someone you have thought about giving Cutco to? So this is important because the next step is utilizing it as a tool. It is easier to sell the program if the customer thinks it's their idea. So what happened is we just introduced this program to the customer, but we kind of, in the relationship, asked them, do you have any homes? Do you have any children? Da-da-da-da-da. So what's already going through their mind, they're already thinking about who they can give Cutco to. Now what we did is we just gave them an out. Do you guys see what I'm doing? I'm literally pushing the customer to think that, hey, this is my idea. I think this is great. Let's buy something, right? Then what we do is after we say that, we kind of bring out the brochure. You don't just slam the brochure at the customer. You go, we have this special program. It's only, right? You know to lower your voice, get quiet, and it becomes something that not everybody gets to see, right? Now, yes, what did I just say before? We show everyone, right? But that customer will feel special at that moment because you're giving them an in to see a program that is new and something that's different that everybody's talking about, right? The next thing I have right here, by utilizing it as a tool, you need to ask this question. So have you thought about giving them a set or pieces? Do not be afraid to sell pieces. This is very important that most of my business every year is a residual income from these people that literally buy 5, 4, 3 pieces randomly. Okay, at my mall this year, I was 100K away from hitting $1 million. I sent out a text message, told my customers, I was like, hey, just so you know, if you would like to come to the mall, we have a friends of the family discount going on. So if you want to buy for your friends and family member, come up to the mall and purchase your stuff. And I literally had people coming out of the woodworks just to buy for their friends and family. We'll talk about that later, but I just wanted to let you guys know there, okay? If they say sets, you need to start leveraging the sets that are on the page. If they say that they're buying for their children or they're thinking about their children, what are the most popular sets? Homemaker, galley, signature set, right? You have to remember that when you're suggesting something to a customer, it has to make sense to that customer. So if they're thinking for their RV, you need to think galley set, homemaker, or a showstopper set. Most people aren't going to put an ultimate set in their RV unless they're big ballers and they don't care how much it costs, right? But if you know that if they're buying for their camper or RV, they need something small in a confined space that's perfect in there. So the homemaker, the galley, and the showstopper works great for that. So that's how you leverage those sets that are in this brochure by knowing exactly what they're buying for. I have here, right here, you have to direct the customers. Most of you guys don't direct anyone in Cutco. You guys just stand there and hope they buy from you. If you really want to get really good at selling lots of sets and like bigger things, especially family program, you have to direct them in a way where they see that it is the thing they need to buy, right? So direct your customers. Don't just stand there and let them tell you what they want, right? Because you have to also get something out of it as well. I put here as a reminder, customers usually don't buy people stuff that they do not own. So if you think your customer is going to buy for their kids ultimate sets and they only have a homemaker on their table or on their counter, guess what they need? An ultimate upgrade so that they can see the value of owning that big of a set before you sell them a ultimate for their children. Now, don't worry, Mrs. Jones, you could buy them a starter set just like you, and we can upgrade them through the years as well. Customers love that because guess what I'm doing? Creating a residual income. That's why we utilize it as a tool. If a customer says no at first, that's okay. Because if they want a discount on the other things that they want to buy, we can get them right back on the family program, which I'll teach you here in a minute. The key here is to get customers to know the program and understand that they get discounts by buying more. The more you buy, the more you save. Now, I always do this at the booth, and that's probably why Stephen was saying this. I fill out my customers really quickly at the booth, and I use this verbiage. If someone's buying a new set, this is exactly what I say to them. Just so you know, if you want to get another set or know someone who might want a set of Cutco as well, I can get you a bigger discount. It's very important for you to say that to a customer because that is already going through their mind anyways. They're like, well, what about our second home? What about our RV, right? You guys ever have a person that buys a signature set or an ultimate straight up, like paid in full? This is the perfect person you say that line to, and they go, well, honey, what about our second home in Illinois? Yeah, what about that second home in Illinois, sir? Because she obviously just told me that she has garbage there too, right? Listen, react, create a need, right? Just so you know, if you want to get another set or know someone who might want one, I can get you a better discount. You got to remember that this program is a gateway to upselling. You got to remember that it's not upselling when you're trying to give someone a discount. Because who doesn't want a discount? It's very important that you understand that. Now, I have right in here, too, I was like, there's a difference between giving away the kitchen sink and giving a discount. Too many people I've seen literally rock bottom Cutco, and then someone's like, oh my gosh, that's that. Well, how much would it be for 3? And then they look at me and they're like, oh shit, right? And I'm like, that's what you get for rock bottoming it instead of just giving a little at a time, right? You got to remember that if you're selling a set and you take $20 off each set, that's a $40 savings, right? And you can leverage that by telling them that. Hey, you're getting $40 back, right? It's $20 off per set. Customer's like, see, honey, there's a bigger discount. What if we get 3? What would it be, right? So many people, when I just take off like $25, $50 off of a set, next thing you know, it goes from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 because they want to know how many they can get before it's rock bottomed, right? And as you guys know, B block price is B block price, but never, ever hit that floor, okay? Because you never know. They might come back up and say, hey, I have an aunt that just wants one too. How much can you give us now, right? Always remember that customers are going to always try to find the best deal possible. And trust me, they will use you if they can. So do not give the kitchen sink, please. If someone is upgrading or getting pieces, this is what you should say to them. Hey, if you add on one gift for a family member, I can give you the discount that we apply on our family program. And trust me, it's worth adding on a gift. If you add on one gift for a family member, let me do this again. Hey, if you add on one gift for a family member, I can give you the discount that we apply on our family program, and trust me, it will be worth you adding on a gift. Because as you know, if they're upgrading or they're buying pieces, right, we don't give them, buy 3, get 2 free, or buy 2, get 1 free, or anything like that. You should be doing a 5-piece, 7-piece, whatever. And it's great. They add on a piece, and what do? You can give them a small piece for free. Or if you're already giving them a small piece, you can give them a medium piece for free, right? Customers always go for the discount. The last is believing in the process. The more confidence you have, the more you will sell. I always tell this to my team, and my lovely team is right here. Hello, everyone. I always tell this to my team. If you're not confident, then you're doing something wrong in your business. And I think that's very important for you guys to know that. If you're not confident, you're doing something wrong in your business, and you need to correct it, and you need to fix it. And the only way you can do that is do more service calls, more shows, and get in front of more people so that you have more things that come up so that you can grow from the experience of all the failures that happen before you become very successful. Remember, if customers sense weakness, they don't buy. If you don't know your numbers and you don't know how to present something to a customer, no deal. Okay? And I've seen this multiple times with reps. They're like, let me look. That customer's like, wow, he's showing me this program and he has no clue, right? Oh, well, you want 3 of these? Well, the normal price would be this. This is the discount. Boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Right? Customer's like, oh, this guy sells these all the time. This is not a big deal. Whoopee, I'm selling, Get what I'm saying? You got to also remember that if a customer buys from you, they will be your customer for years to come. The more you see them, the more opportunities you have to get them on this program. I put in big, bold letters, do not be aggressive when the customers say, I have to think about it. Now, I know that's a word, most of you guys just heard that, and you're like, oh, they said I had to think about it. What I'm talking about is you already sold them something. You already have their credit card. It's okay. You already closed the sale. It's okay for them to say, I have to think about it, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to add on more CPO or more to their order. So when I say don't be aggressive, it's okay to let them go. Okay? The best compliments I get from my customers is, hey, you've never pushed me into doing that. You've always suggested it, suggested it, suggested it. Now I'm doing it, and now I love it. Right? So remember that. It might take them time to find a reason or someone to buy for. Because as you guys know, people are very prideful of their Cutco. And some people love knowing that they own something that other people don't have, and they hold that against them. So we just have to break that barrier down a little bit and say, hey, it's okay if you give her a trimmer. It's not your set, but just give her a trimmer, because you know that once she gives that trimmer, the friend's going to go, oh my gosh, best thing ever. Guess what you did? You just built their relationship stronger, and guess who now is taking that person too, right? That's how you grow a layer of your business that is super strong, right? The best orders come from those you wait for. There's multiple times where I, out of the blue, will get someone that says, hey, I need 3 of these. I'm like, okay. Not last year, but the year before, I had a guy call me at my mall, and he was like, hey, I need 3 of those complete sets that you sold me at the show, and I want them all engraved with my kids' last names on them. And I'm like, okay. And it ended up being an $8,000 order. And I was just like, see, plant that seed, let it grow, right? Let them make the right decision. Don't always be the person that has to make the decision for them. I have this here. If you are smart, instead of having a spring sale or a fall sale, have a friends and family sale for your customers to buy for their friends and family. Have you thought about that concept? Do you know how many companies around the world do a friends and family discount and people come in? Toyota Marathon, friends and family, right? GMC has their drive your truck in, friends and family. T-Mobile has their buy 5, get 1 free, right? Whatever it is. Why aren't we on that bandwagon? Why aren't we doing that same thing for our customers? Light bulb, right? You got to remember, awareness to your customers is key. Layers of your business can be built with strong foundations instead of fly-by-pant moments. If you guys are just a fly-by and you're just doing this just to do this, you're not building a huge layer of your business that could be detrimental for you having $100,000 years, $200, $500, $1 million years. Start now by showing your customers there's other ways to buy Cutco besides just for them. Know your product, know your process. It's like anything else that you do. Have it planned, show it to everyone, and keep the focus. Let's make 2020 the best year ever. Thank you, guys.